to talk about, to give you an idea on graphics design and how to go into it. I don't know if you've been wondering how to make money from it, how to go into it, how to be consistent in graphic designing to make money from it. We give you ideas on how to go about it. So
Okay,
don't scroll, stay with us.
good day. My name is Adedo Mukara. I'm a graphic designer and I'm here to teach you on how to design, but majorly on how to make money from it.
My name is Delight Ndubisi. So yeah, let's talk about the graphics design.
Okay, I will go firstly like this. For you to make money with graphic design, you have to know how to design it. That's the first and basic step. And to design it, you need some apps, some skills that makes you different from regular people for you to design it. That is, you can use apps like Canva,
Fever.
Pixel Lab, yes. You can use CorelDRAW. You need your PC. You can also design on your phone, but majorly it's on PC that is more accurate. So the first step, when you are an expert on graphic design, the first step is the hierarchy. That's when you know what to do first, you know what to do second, you know it step by step. You know that firstly, when you want to design with a CorelDRAW, you need a laptop. From a laptop, you need the app, the CorelDRAW app. From the app, you need to open a tab and so on. You need to know your key designing stuffs. So we now, after all the steps in making designs, we are going to move rapidly to how to make money with it. That's when, after you know how to design it, so my partner will tell you the first step in making money with graphic design.
So we have the fastest way to start earning on graphics design. First, you can actually have clients that you work for. They give you projects on how to go about it. Definitely, you have people that you cannot just start designing. You would have to start working with people and all and all. So you have the social media designs. You're helping people to create reels, templates, posts, YouTube thumbnails, and the rest and the rest. Those are what you can do with graphics design.
Yes, yes, yes. As she just said, before you can post anything on your social media, it has to be designed. You can't just pick up a plain picture and post it direct. You have to design it, even if it's a small design on it, even if it's just color, you have to edit it to post it. As we all do every day, before you post a picture, you have to edit it before you post it for a clearer view and for it to be more realistic. So on the second point, I'm talking about brand identity. If you are a if you are a brand owner, like you own a perfume store, you own a restaurant, you have to design
Logos,
logos,
flyers.
yes, flyers, banners for your business. That's on brand identity. You can use your color palette to design many things. So and the third one is selling digital assets. That's freelancing. Many of graphic designers nowadays don't use
Please, if you are just joining us, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
comment and share your opinion on the
Chat section
chat section.
down.
So selling digital assets. When most graphic designers nowadays don't use physical means, they use online means. That is, they go online, they sell almost all their assets online. They don't make use of physical like them.
Okay, we have a chat, a message from Love
Love IGQ.
IQ. He said you should identify. Hi, you agree?
Love IJK,
Love IJK. You said you
we
should
appreciate you. Thanks for coming on
identify.
the channel.
Okay, we appreciate you. Thanks for coming on the channel. Say we should identify effects that affect the sales and marketing of graphics designs.
You should identify the
I think effects that affect sales and marketing of graphic design. I think that's what the person is trying to say. So
So what affects sales on graphic design is when you don't know your targeted customers, like you want to advertise your graphic design stuff, but instead of you to go like to post your con your advertisement on platforms like TikTok, you can post it on Facebook. But when you start posting it on channels that doesn't match with graphic design stuff, you get lower sales. That means people don't engage you more. Like when you post it on Pinterest, yes, that's a very good example. When you post it on Pinterest, you have higher sales than when you post it on Facebook. That's it.
So it's like knowing where to post
Yes, knowing when
or
to
where to
post
market
it
your work.
so you can have higher sales. Oh,
Okay.
you got it. Yes, yes, that's good. So we should continue on it. We have print on demands. On how to make sales from it. Print on demands are printing stuffs like your flyer, not the software part. You know, when you design something live, when you design something online, the buyer sends you money for the software, not the hardware. But when we talk about print on demand, we are talking about the hardware part. That's the flyer, the logo, the jotter, awards, something like, let me show you an example.
As you're watching, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.
Okay, this is an example of a graphic design stuff. This is a hardware, as you can see, you can touch it, you can feel it. Unlike the ones that you see online, that's your logo, that they just send you a picture of it, a JPEG of it. So let me please talk about number 5.
So we have the if when you've mastered the basic and how to start it and how to go about it, you can start earning through when you make logos for brands and advertising on you, as I said before, on YouTube, TikTok. At least people will be able to reach you, not just within your space but outside your space. You'll be able to get work and clients.
Yes, yes, yes. So another point is UI UX designing. That's that's website designing, also known as web design. A graphic designer is more of an expertise on designing a website. That means if you have knowledge on graphic design, designing a website will be easier for you. So graphic designers mostly design websites like the logos, the front page, and all the pages. That's it. And another one is
Motion graphics,
motion graphics. That's
adding animation to
yes,
designs.
animation to design. Motion, like moving things. You can design an animation like a picture that will be moving, a video. That's the work of
The
a
video
graphic
content
designer.
that we
Yes,
see
yes, yes,
often these days.
yes.
To
That
those
is.
joining, thank you. We appreciate. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
And share your
comment.
opinion on the comment section, please. So we also have education and content. Nowadays, even every educational section has graphic design around them. Even in this our office, we can see the calendar back there is a work of a graphic design, and it makes money from it. The person that designed it collected money. Also a way of making money from graphics design. When you design stuff, they give you money. As an example, back then. We also have when you design software, that is not an hardware like this, like something you can see online. You design it online to lecture your students. You send them the picture or animation or videos, graphic design videos to them for them to comprehend what you are saying in class. So to make money in graphic design, we also have AI. You can also use AI as a tool in making money in graphic design. Like nowadays, most people mostly use AI nowadays to design their stuffs. Like they don't use the physical means because it takes more time. You can use AI to design.
faster, it gives you ideas fast.
Yes, you just write whatever you want to the AI and it will bring out the result in picture or animation.
Okay. And also, when you are starting, you have to pick a niche on what you will be designing. You
Yes,
don't
yes.
just design scattered, or you have to picture, okay, this is actually what I want to base on. So you actually know that, okay, this is what I want I'm developing, so that you'll be able to present it out, present yourself, no matter how or where you are being asked, okay, oh, we need to work like this.
Yes. Another point is when you are designing for money making, you have to focus on your font and icon set. That's the when you want to design something academic, you can't use curly fonts like all these round fonts. You have to use a bold font for you to design academic stuff. You can't use curly one. It also enhance your graphic design, you make it look professional. Yes. And I want to say something.
Okay. To those joining,
Thank you for
thank
joining.
you for joining. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your opinion or ask questions in the chat section down. Thank you.
We have presentation design. That's a design that you do for your presentation stuff. So
So,
that's what you do for your presentation stuff like PowerPoint, Excel, Microsoft Word. Yes, you design on it for your presentation stuffs.
so now we want to move to, if somebody is being asked that, okay, what are the basics I'm supposed to know before, when I want to go into, what should I prepare my mind for, that if I want to go into graphics design, what should I know? Okay, this is what I might get, this is what I might face in graphic design, and what you have to have in mind. First, I feel like you have to have consistency. You have to be able to, okay, no matter how I start, no matter how it is, I know that, okay, I have to be consistent in my work. I have to be consistent that even if people ask, I can be able to give example or show them examples of works I've done so far. Not that when they ask, I'll not be like, "Ah, this is just this one, it's just this one." You just have to be consistent, because you don't know where and actually you might actually get that work that would actually boost you or that will actually help you. So
Good.
dedication, you also have to dedicate your time. You know that, okay, I'm dedicating my time to this because I want to give my clients, I want to give the person that asks me for it, I want to give the person a very good job, a customer, so that you know, okay, this customer definitely, if he or she sees it, he or she will be happy and be willing to come back to you. Or if you are someone that just take everything with light hand or light something, you'll be able to give that satisfaction that your customer would desire or would need, and you might end up losing that customer. So even if you want to make money from it, you also have to have this consistency in you, this dedication, this mindset that, okay, it's what I am to face if I start, or I am to sacrifice or do if I want to go into graphics design and to make money from it.
Okay.
Also, your designs should be catchy, should be entertaining. You don't just, you give you give people what they order for, not something else. If somebody says, okay, I need an educative something or educative tool, educative design, and I are giving the person a design that is looking like a party stuff, no, the person definitely won't be happy and might even end up not coming back to you, because most times there is always no second try. It's always the first try that they use to judge. So be sure of, let your designs be catchy, be entertaining, even be informative at least.
Yeah. On what she said, you have to make your design impressive, especially if the person if it's your first trial for the person, you have to make it impressive. That's it. Thank you for watching us. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and share your opinion on the comment section.
This is Unilorin Tech Hub channel.
Yes. So I think we have to move on the steps on designing. So the first step is hierarchy. As I said earlier, you have to know what comes first. You have to know the next step till the final step. That's the hierarchy. You have to know what to do first to proceed to the next step too.
Number two is your contrast.
Yes.
You know how to balance your colors. You don't just use colors just like that. You have to balance your colors, your elements together to avoid. It's not just about using black versus white. It's not just about designs are fast that you're not in the time of 90s or 80s. We are now in the 21st, so definitely our design should be more than that.
Another point is the white space. That means you don't have to make your design clumsy. Like everything should not, you shouldn't fill all the screen. You can just leave some sides. It's part of the designing skill. You can free some sides, and there are some sides that you have to cover. You have to know where to cover and where to write on. You don't just fill one place and leave the other side.
Another step is the alignment. You know how to align your work. You know how to arrange and order your work. You don't just put different things at different spaces just because they fit into it. No, you know how to blend it in very well to make it balanced, to make it aligned to your work.
Another step is repetition, especially when choosing colors. You don't have to choose many colors, like you don't have to use yellow, green, blue, black, white. You have to choose at most, for the design to be professional, you have to choose like 3 or 4 at most. So the design will be balanced, not many, not that flashy. And another point is the proximity. That's the act of grouping related items together. When items are close, the brain perceives them as a single group. That is, when you are classifying something under your design, maybe you are designing for clothing, and you want to put a picture of your this thing. You have to put the shirts one side, the trousers one side, and the other categories another side too. You don't have to mix it together. Like, for it to look professional, you have to group it in the right way.
To those just joining, don't forget to thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
Dr. Olugbenga Adetitun, tell us more about the colors in graphic design. Examples.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to even go into now. Talking about color theory. How to your colors brings out the emotions of what you are designing. So understanding color wheel actually first gives you an idea on how to balance the color, harmony, and everything.
So on the color face, we have two let me say categories of color. We have the RGB and the yellow and the RGBV. That's the RGB is red, green, and blue. That's the basic part of coloring. And the second one is
someone asked love hi JK28. Hi, thank you for joining. He said, what tools do I need to go into graphics design?
The tools that you need are your laptop, your mobile phone, and the apps. Yes. For if you have a mobile phone, for you to design, you need the apps. You can't just pick up your phone and design straight. You need the apps, and the apps include Canva, Pixel Lab, Fiverr. You have Corel Draw for your PC. You have Corel Draw. We have all these edits. We have VN. We have Photoshop. We have CapCut. We have many other apps for you to design. Most importantly, if you want your design to be professional, you have to design on your laptop, and that's Corel Draw and Canva. That's for the laptop. But your mobile phone, you have many others. So let's move to the next step. Have
we answered Dr. Olugbenga Adetitun? Thank you for joining us. He said we should tell you more about the colors in graphics design. I think we've answered that about the color theory.
Yes.
And examples. Did you give examples?
Yes, that's the red, green, and blue color palette.
Okay.
So on the next step, we have the typography. When you are designing, you have to be professional. You have to act fast. Avoid mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, but don't make too much mistakes. You have to avoid mistakes. Like when you are typing, you have to make your text bold and avoid mistakes in typing. That's it. When you want to type, take for an example, you want to type education and you omit the O in education. That's educating. So you have to avoid mistakes at all costs. For the graphics to be professional, you have to avoid mistakes.
Should we talk about where to find work?
Yes, yes.
So if you're talking about as a graphics designer, definitely that is trying to monetize his or her skill. They are trying to look for how to get your work, where to get work from. So we have examples like you can get work from. I talk about social media designs like creating reels, templates, posts, YouTube and thumbnail. We have brand identity. We also have presentation designs. All those things you can actually find them work from Upwork, Fiverr, right?
There are many freelancing apps that you can get your graphic designing work from. That includes Fiverr, the most popular ones, and Upwork. We also have many others like even Bingo, and we also have majorly social media. That's the number one spot for getting your customers. When you post your work on TikTok,
People
on
would see it.
Instagram, on Twitter, people will see it and they
Especially if the
engage
work
you.
is catchy.
Yes, you have to make your work catchy so you get more customers from it.
To those joining us, thank you.
Today's just joining. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave your question, your opinions in the chat section. So, I want to talk about what more again? Talk about web design.
So, talking about the emphasis on designing, this is one of the main points that every design needs one main area of interest. If you are designing for education, if you are designing for educational purpose, you have to put all your focus on it. You have to know the pictures to use. You don't just use any pictures. You have to know the pictures. You have to know the things you need to design for it to be educational. If you are designing on like party stuff, you have to know what to use. You have to know the fonts to use. As I said earlier, when you are designing for education, you have to use bold font for it to be readable. But when you are designing for entertainment things like party and stuff, you can use all your curly fonts. You can use flashy colors like red, pink. You can use flashy colors for you to design it. And
Also, when we actually spoke about works to do on graphics design, you might be wondering we're talking about all about internet. No, we don't dwell only on that. You actually have works around you that you can do. You can design a flyer for wedding, right?
yes, yes.
You can design wedding invitations. You can even design for birthdays and so on. You even have restaurants where they would like to design their menu and their food menu and all of that. You can actually be given that gigs or design or work or this thing to go to do about it. Even I think vehicles, these stuffs we put on our vehicles, like maybe an advertisement stuff on vehicles, stickers, and even churches too do stickers. You can also, those are examples of the work you can do as a graphic designer. So it's not all about the internet. You have a physical means where you do your flyers, your cards, your invitation ID, even what's this thing that they do?
Banners.
Banners. It's also the work of a graphics designer. So it's not all about the internet.
Yes, she's trying to say you can also, as you can gain money with graphic design online, you can also gain it offline. There are some things that it is limited to online, and there are also some things that it is limited to offlines. Like she said, your sticker and your banner. You can't design a banner online and give it to your customer. You can't deliver a banner online. You have to make it offline. Like you have to showcase it. You have to put the banner outside for people to see. So that's not online part.
To those joining, don't forget to thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and leave your questions, chats in the chat section. Thank you.
Okay. In the comment section, I love AQ28.
Okay,
We really
answer those
appreciate
ones.
you.
Okay.
Really appreciate
Thank
you
you.
for joining the live and commenting. Really appreciate your engagement. Thank you very much.
We
Oladon 100.
100.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much for joining the live. And
Dr.
Dr. Olugbenga
Olugbenga
Adetitun TV.
Thank you.
For commenting. Thank you for joining. Please, if you are just joining, please help us like, subscribe, and comment. And drop your opinions in the comment section too. Thank you very much.
Okay, second fun artistic side also is from. There are also fun things you can do with graphics design. Like people design for fun or something to keep
themselves busy.
like a side hustle.
Yes.
Or something.
You design for fun sometimes. That like you don't have any work to do with it, but to keep yourself busy, you have to just design.
Like
it.
those that design these children coloring book that they use. That's one, I think that's an example of a graphics design.
Yes.
So
As a graphic designer, sometimes I design for fun only. Like I don't have any work to do with it, and I don't have money to make from it. But you have to design for fun, to make your hand, like to engage yourself, for you to engage yourself, rather than staying alone. Mr. Oladon 100. Thank you for your comments. I love AQ. Thank you for your comments too. Thank you very much.
So, if there are any questions, don't forget to drop and ask us.
Any
And
questions? Well,
what else do we have to talk about? Font and so active.
thank you for the like. Thank you for the likes.
So graphic design, you have the choice of choosing whether you want to work for people or whether you want to sell the products or whether you want to do the platform. You have that choice to pick what you want as a graphics designer. Olado 100, thank you. How long?
Dr. Olugbenga
Adetitun
Adetitun.
TV. Thank you
He
for
said,
commenting.
how long does it take to learn graphics design? Yes, that's a very good question. To learn graphic design, it's based on your basic knowledge of it. Like someone that doesn't have any basic knowledge on graphic design, like is very new to it, no basic knowledge, it can take you even up to 3 years. And it's also based on your knowledge too. Like the faster you comprehend is the faster you learn. That's normal for any learning thing. But to learn graphic designer, like the least time you can use to learn it, I think that's a year, or should I say 8 months. That's the least. But
Even
if
while
you are,
you upgrade, you can
yes,
still be working
you can still be, yes.
and be earning even while you continue upgrading your skill.
So to learn graphic designer, to be a graphic designer, you have at least 8 months to learn it, to learn the basics and the complex side. That's 8 months. But if you are someone that maybe you are not showing up daily, that will take you more than a year, like 2 years sef sometimes. Cause me, I learned my graphic design for like a year and 6 months. Yes, a year and 6 months. Thank you for your question. I hope that answers your question. If you have any more questions, you can send it in. We are ready for your questions.
So talk about your experience.
Oladon 100. Oh, you are welcome
Your
to.
experience.
So my experience in graphic designing is that when you are designing, you have to be focused. Like you have to, I shouldn't say isolated from others. Like you have to be focused. Your focus should be on the design you are doing. You don't have to divert your attention to another place. For design to be professional, you have to be focused and you have to be consistent. As she said earlier, you have to come every day. Like you design today, design tomorrow, design. When you leave it for a very long time, when you leave it for sometimes you you lose the skills that you have before because you left it for a long time. So you have to be consistent, and you have to grow on it. You don't have to stay stagnant. Like when you learn something, don't just stay on what you don't just stay on what you know before. You have to learn more. You have to expatiate your ideas, learn from others, people that know more about it. You have to ask questions, tell them what they know, they should teach you. That's some basics on graphic designing too.
So, I want to talk about learning graphics design. Like when we are learning, what to have in mind before, when, and after you learn. Definitely, no matter the skill you learn, you just have to, there are things you just have to know. Nobody is perfect, so that's why you are learning. You're learning to build yourself on a skill. So, talking about graphics designing, it's just like when you want to learn a new language, you need to understand, like when you want to learn a new language, you need to understand the grammar and the writing. That's what graphic design is all about. You need to understand both the principles and how to use your softwares and everything before you start. So before you start, you need to know about your software. Designing is just not just an art. Art, you are using art to express yourself. But designing, you're using it to solve a problem. You're using it to communicate to people. Just like when you design a card or something. What will that card tell people about? What will it inform people about? That is what designing is all about. You're not using it to just express yourself only. No. You're using it to communicate, pass information, communicate a message, solve a problem. Because that is why you are being given that work.
Yeah, if a design is okay, but it doesn't have a call to action to the audience, it's not a design.
That's failed.
You have to design to tell the audience what to do. Like when you design a naming card, you have to tell them that okay, the name of the baby is this and that. You've communicated to them. But when you just design for them to just view and doesn't have any knowledge about it, that's not a design. You have to put a call to action to it. When you design a business card, you have to write the office of the business owner, the address, and what the business does. That's a call to action. You have to let the audience know.
As a designer, you also have to have the eye of a designer. We normally we can just see work, can just see something as a plain stuff. But when a designer, the graphic designer see that work, the person be able to tell that okay, this is, be able to know why is this color there, why is this particular stuff there, or why is this write up there, because he's using the eye of a designer to actually look at look at that work to be able to give more ideas. Do you
Okay, the second phase is
how to pick you? Okay.
how to pick when you are learning. You don't just have to limit yourself. Like when you are learning to pick a pen to design or to cut out image, you don't have to limit yourself. You have to learn more at once. Don't just limit yourself to one. When you are learning how to pick a pen tool, at the same time you can also learn how to pick the cursor, the eraser, the cutting tools, the editing tools, and the filters.
To those joining, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave your questions in the chat section. So now we want to move to how to pick your tool wisely. Don't just, as a graphic designer, you don't just pick your tool linear because you see that okay, this particular person use that tool or use that stuff, so you say okay, I must go and use it. No, you have to actually go for what works for you, what works perfectly for you and for your work, to give your work a beautiful face. So how to pick your tool wisely?
So in picking your tools, you have to know what's best for you, like the app or the website that you use to design for it to be more accurate. Some people know how to use Canva more than CorelDRAW. When you know how to use Canva, stick with it. That's what she said. Like you have to pick your tool wisely. When you know how to use Canva more than CorelDRAW, stick with it to stay professional. When you know how to use CorelDRAW more than Canva, you have to pick CorelDRAW. Pick your tools wisely. And the third point is hardware matters. Yes, when you are designing, I know you design in software, no matter the design, it's always in software. When you design in hardware, that's an art, that's not a design. So when you design in software, you have to print it out. In instance that you have to print it out in hardware, like you have to design a calendar, you have to design an award, a jotter, a magazine, and so on. So the hardware part
And
also
also know
matters.
that as you design with your hardware, you have to bear in mind, you don't need to start with, like, start big. You can just start with something good, that as long as it's a, let's for instance, a system and it runs smoothly and it can give you what you want, as long as it has a browser that runs smoothly and handle basic image very well, you can actually work with it. You don't need to start big, that you must get this, you must get that, because those ones can actually take more money, more startup capital and all. But if you have a very good system that actually have a browser that can run smoothly and give you the basic image editing that you need, you can actually start with that.
Yeah. So you have to make your design simple. Don't make it bulky. Like, don't pack everything one side, and don't make it too much flashy. You have to make it simple and straightforward. You should communicate the information easily, and don't make it very bulky.
So now I want to move to phase two. When you are learning what to have in mind, what you should bear in mind, the mindset you have to have in mind to avoid beginner's trap or something. First we have the copy, don't steal. If you see a design, you don't have to just pick it and post it like that. You can actually recreate something from it to get a total different look from it. Yes, it might have a little similar look to what you saw, but as long as you are putting in your own design into it. That's all about graphics design. Not because you saw a particular design that you are copying and pasting. No. Learn to
Okay,
add your mindset,
we
your
have a
own.
question.
This Dr. Olubenga Adetuntun TV. Thank you very much. Said, can a beginner make money in graphics designs? Let's say 6 months learner.
Yes, you can actually make money in even any stage. It's just based on your audience, the person that you are designing for. When you are designing a beginner, a 6 months learner, as he said, a 6 month learner should know the basics. Like, you should know how to pick the pen tool and every other tool. You should know all the tools you need, and you should know how to design at least. You should know how to design at least the basic stuffs, like simple things,
You don't
not
have
very
to
complex.
you
Yes,
don't have to wait till you've gone far before
yes,
you
before you
start
start
making
making
money,
money in
designing to
graphic
make
design.
money.
Yes, a
The more
6 month
you
learner can
design.
design stuffs like your let's say your wallpapers. A 6 month learner can design it, and you can make money from it. Yes, a 6 month learner can make money from graphic design.
The more you design, the more you reshape, the more you learn, the more
Yes,
you make
yes,
mistakes,
yes, yes.
the more you be able to adjust to learn from it. So
Yes,
that's even
yes.
what brings us to the next part of what you're talking about. Embrace the ugly face. But hope we've been able to answer your question, Dr. Olubenga Adetutu TV. Thank you very much.
Thank you for commenting.
So now I want to talk about embracing the ugly face. What do you mean? Your
So,
first design might not be, even your first, second, third, fourth, fifth might not actually be as good as how you imagined, or be as good as what you see online or somewhere. But the more you grow, the more you learn, the more you are willing to adjust. That's how your design gets better. Not just at the first trial or at the second trial or third. Because every skill has practice. You practice, you stay consistent, you practice, so it becomes perfect. See, practice brings perfection. So that's where it comes in.
okay, and the third one is limit your choices. It means don't use many tools at once. Don't make the design bulky.
Simplicity.
Yes, it has to be simple.
Simplicity is your king.
Yes. Don't make it bulky. Don't make it look ambiguous. We have a question. I love AQ28. Does animation count as graphic design? Yes, very much.
We talked about it, the motion design.
Yes, the motion design. It's under motion design.
Yes, the
Like,
graphics design.
most animation designers are also graphic designer. They just advanced to designing in motion way. If you design an animation you use graphics no matter what. You have to use graphics. And animation is just pictures. They like capturing pictures in many positions and make it in motion, like move it, let it move faster. Like if you are watching an animation, you notice that they are just pictures moving faster. They place the picture near each other and play it together, like it moves like step by step, but it move faster that you don't notice it's not a video, it's just pictures, it's just series of pictures.
We are live on Learning Tech Hub. To those just joining, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments or questions in the chat section. Hope you've been able to answer your question. I love Alik, you at 28. Hope you've been able to answer your question. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's talk about the mistakes that new
Beginners.
that beginners make when designing. First of all, the first mistake is too many fonts. I've said this earlier and earlier. Don't make your design, don't make it look too heavy. Like you have to limit yourself, like using one, two, at most three fonts. And your colors too, you don't have to make use of many colors. You have to use, to make it look professional, you don't have to make use of many colors. You have to use like one or two colors. Most time it is two colors. For it to look professional, you have to just choose like colors that rhymes. Don't just choose any colors. Don't just choose like red and purple. That's not a very familiar color to use together. You can use like blue and purple. You can use white and black. You can use yellow and orange. You can use red and black. Black goes with any other color and white goes with any other color. So you can just use white and any other color, black and any other color. Don't make it look. That's one of the mistake that a graphic designer make when designing. The color, the font, and they ignore the alignment too. Like when you write a text for your design, some align it. You have to know when to align it to the middle. You have to know when to align it to the right or to the left based on what you are designing. But most times we align our design in the middle. Let me show you an example.
To those just joining, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Leave your questions, your opinions in the chat section.
Okay, this is an example of alignment. As you can see, look at the text. It is all aligned in the middle. Like it does not cover only one side or the right side or the left side. It aligns in the middle so you can read it easily. That's alignment. So you have to know your alignment. You have to know when to put it in the left. We also use left, we also use right alignment, but most time we use middle for it to be more clear and simple.
Okay. So designing is how you think, how you're able to think to recreate designs, how you're able to even bring that design to play. What you're clicking of everything that you use. So it's 90% more of thinking and other remaining percent more of how you bring it out to play. But if the more you're able to think to recreate ideas, like when I said avoid copy and paste, you are stealing ideas. But the more you're able to think and recreate your own idea, gives you an edge in graphics designing.
Yes. It means when you see a design online or when you see it physically, when you see it on banner or stickers, don't just copy everything there. You have to switch, you have to make some amendments. When you see that the person used red color, you don't have to use red color directly, so that it won't be like you copy the design. You can gain inspiration from it. Like you see a design and you'll be like, yes, I like the color placement, but don't just use the colors directly. You have to change the colors. When the person use red and black to design it, you can just use blue and white to design it. So, and change the placement too. Don't just put
Even what you write on it,
yes,
don't put the
yes.
exact words.
Don't put the exact words. You can inspire from it, like you can gain inspiration from it to design, but don't just use the exact same thing. You have to change it.
So we said graphic design is not all about showing a picture. It's all about what your picture expresses, what your picture talks about. Okay, what your picture expresses, what it talks about. So to those just joining, thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
And share your opinion in the comment section.
So as I was saying, graphic design is not all about, it's more of how you express the picture that you place. So you have to, it's telling the story of your work and how is it done and how it is done.
So, more information on making money with graphic design, we have the t-shirt design. We have the t-shirt design. Like most t-shirt that we see nowadays, mostly round necks, they all have designs. Like you see a design, like you can see Gucci, you can see Versace on it, many designs. You can see Louis Vuitton on it. They make use of paint. They make use of what's this called? They make use of paint most times. They make use of flex to design on the t-shirt. So if you want to make money from it, let's take for an example. I have a person that make money from all these stuffs. Like the person will buy plain clothes, plain t-shirts, but to sell it out, you can't just sell it out in plain. Plain t-shirts are cheaper, but when you design on it, like when you put a design on it, you can make it more expensive because it will look expensive to the buyer. We have a question. Designing with Canva means you are redesigning using a template. Do professionals use template too? No, 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 no. When you see most of professional graphics designers, they don't use Canva. Most of them use
Adobe Suite.
yes, Adobe Photoshop and Corel Draw and Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator. They don't make use of Canva. Canva is just like a template. It has already been designed. You just have to change the words and the pictures and the colors sometimes. So professionals, let me just say most professionals don't make use of Canva to design because it looks simpler, or it looks like you are copying the work of the template. Just design from scratch. That's what most professionals do.
Even for websites and apps, they use the Figma.
Yes. But most of beginners, they prefer using Canva because it is the basic. If you are a beginner, you can use Canva. If you want to make money out of it, you can design it from Canva.
So, we want to move to how do you show your work as a graphic designer? How do you show your work to your clients or to your boss, whether you are working for or whatever you are working for? How do you go about your work, showcasing your work to them? Maybe they gave you a work or something, or you are being given a work or something. First, you have to show the before. If there is a problem in it, remind them what was wrong. You can say, for example, the old logo was hard to read on a phone. They might tell you that. You might also tell the board, be open to actually get the problem from it, so that you can be able to adjust in your next design.
Yes. That's update your customers. Like before you start the design, they should know what it looks like. When you are in the process, you have to send it to them. It will not be like after all the work that you used to design, at the end of the day, they later turn down the design like, I don't like this, I don't
be
like
able
that.
to carry them along as you
carry them
design.
along. So as you are designing it, they can pick out what they don't want and what they want on the way. So you can change it on the way. It won't look like after all the work, you have to redesign it again. So show them the before, show them the process. That's when you are designing, you have to show them, I had this, I added that. And show them after the work. That's the final. You have to show them
what you later came up with. Let it be clear.
Yes,
when you are showing them.
When you are designing an hardware, like when you are designing an award, a banner, a jotter, a magazine, before you print it out, you have to show it to your customer. Before you print it out, that do you like it or do you not like it? So what they decided, that's what will make you print it out as a banner. Yes. It's not like you design it and you go and print it straight away without showing it to your customer, without letting them know what you already designed, because they might end up not liking it and you have to redesign and reprint it again.
And as a graphic designer, as you bear in mind that okay, you are showing your client or your customer something, also bear in mind like letting them know why you pick this or why you pick that. Some might feel like okay, oh, they might have an idea on this, but you as a graphic designer, you'll be able to picture and say, if I use this, the work might not actually come out nice or might not give them what they want at the long run. And even if it doesn't come out nice, it's still you that they will still blame. Yeah,
Yes,
because the
yes,
customers
yes,
are
yes,
always
yes,
right.
yes.
So even while you are showing them the why, the process, be able to explain on why you are using that particular method or why you are using that design or why you are using that text or why you are going with that.
Yes, yes. Let
Don't be
me
easily moved by
your
by
customers.
yes.
Let me expatiate on what she said. Like when you are designing for kids, like you are doing a kiddie design for maybe let's say you are designing a logo for kindergarten students, or you are designing like an alphabet for the kindergarten students. You have to make use of flashy colors like pink. You can use pink or all these flashy colors. Pink, you can use red, you can use blue. You don't have to use black and white like for the old design. You don't have
They
to
are
use black and
kids.
white.
Make
So
it
it's
interesting to
yes, you
their
have to make it look
eyes.
entertaining to them. You don't have to make it look.
To those just joining, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
Yeah.
I think we have a question from Dr. Lubenga, Digital TV. We also thank you for your continuous comment.
He said
Can you please mention some tools used by a graphic designer?
yes, we have the basic tools. That's the industry standards. That's the number one tools. That's the clouds. We have Photoshop, we have Canva, we have
Adobe,
Illustrator, we
Adobe,
have
Photoshop.
we
We
have
have
CorelDRAW.
Figma. So
Yes, we have Figma, we have Pixel Lab, we have the VN. You can also use CapCut to design. We have CapCut and so many others. And when it comes to Sketch, we have the UI UX and web. Like when you want to design websites, you can't use your CorelDRAW to design websites. We have the for designing websites, we have Daddy Go. That's a web to design another website. If you want to design websites, you can't use your normal graphic designing stuffs. So when another tool for designing is the specialized tools. That's the thing inside the tools that you use. Like when you are using CorelDRAW, we also have some tools inside to design inside the CorelDRAW. That's the pen tool, that's the sketch, that's the eraser, that's the cursor. We have editing tools, we have knife and knife and we have knife and something. We have many tools inside it to design. And we also have some sites for you to design. There are some free sites that you can pick your pictures from to make your design. We have Freepik, we have Pinterest. There are free pictures there. It doesn't have any copyright. Like they posted it there for free for you to enhance your designs. You can pick it from there and use it to enhance your designs. We have Freepik, we have Nifty Ink, we have Unsplash, we have Pinterest. That's it on tools used by graphic designer Dr. Olugbenga. So hope we are clear on that. And we also have some tools in designing like online online tools in designing. We have the background remover. Like you can use your CorelDRAW to remove background from any picture you want to use in designing, but that will take a lot of time. So you can use your background remover. You can just search it on your Google Chrome, post your picture on there, and it will remove the background for you. We also have unblur. When your picture is blur, you can make it unblur. You can use PixArt, you can use Pixel Lab to unblur your image instead of using the normal basic in designing it.
So to add more to the tools used by professionals and beginners, yeah, professionals and beginners. You have a question, okay? Beginners use, you have the Canva as you said, the Adobe Express, the PixCart and all. The professionals, because this PixCart for the Canva is best for social media presentations and quick flyers. It has a massive library of fonts and photos. It helps to bring to give you this. It helps. It's best for when you want to use a social media, when you want to do a social media presentation, because you're able to create quick flyers from it. So you have the Adobe Express. This Adobe Express includes professional AI tools. Then we have the PixCart, best for mobile first creators, like for people that don't have PC yet, they're just willing to use their phone. They can start with this PixCart. PixCart is a good one that you can use you're able to work on your phone. It adds filters, stickers and AI effects. Then we have professional standards. Professional standards, these are for industry standards. If you want to work at an agency or get high paying freelance clients, you can use this. These are for you. We have the Adobe Illustrator. This one is used for logos and anything that needs to be resized. It's used for logos, for making, like you want to get a business card or a billboard. This is for you. Then we have the Adobe Photoshop, the king of raster pixels. This is for photo editing, complex digital art and creating mock-ups of your work. You use the Adobe Photoshop. Then we have the Figma. Like I said, the standard for UI or UX design. This one is for websites and apps. Make use of the Figma. It allows you to collaborate with others in real time. Then we move to,
if you are just joining us, thank you for joining. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel, and share your opinion in the comment section. Ask any question.
so to make a summary on what I said, which tool to pick when you want to go for, if you want to make a social media post for your own brand, you make use of Canva. You start with Canva. To design professional logos, flyers, billboards, you make use of Adobe Illustrator. To design websites or mobile apps, you make use of your Figma. This one will be able to give you this AI work in between. To be a digital artist or illustrator, you make use of, you Procreate and so on.
Okay, let me recap on things you can do to make money with graphic design. The first one is the freelance. That means working online, delivering to your clients online too. It does not involve any physical transaction between you and your clients. That's, you can make use of Upwork, Fiverr and other freelancing app for the freelance. And the second one, we have to sell templates. That means you make a basic designing template on your own and sell it to other graphics designer, or let me say beginners in graphic design, so they can expatiate on it. You can sell your templates. As you can see your templates on, there are some templates on Canva that are not free. They are selling it. You have to subscribe to the app for you to use the templates. That's also part of selling templates. You can also do it and sell it to beginners. We also have design products. That's when you design things, like when you design awards, you design your magazine, your jotter, etc. We also have the logo design. That's when you design the major design of any design is the logo. You have to make one logo that you make use anytime, any day you want to design anything relating to the business. That's for the logo design. We also have branding package. That's when you design like stickers for a brand, or logos are part of it too. When you design stickers, like when the person is, maybe the person is a dry cleaner, you have to design a sticker for the person to put on his brand. Anytime you want to sell it out, you can just put it on it. It serve as a brand design for the person. We have social media graphics. As you can see every day when you enter your social media, you see many graphics there, you see many pictures, images that involve graphic design. You can design for social media purposes, you can design to post it there. That's, you can make money from it. When you design and post it, the engagement brings you money, the likes, the comments, the share, the everything about it, it brings you money in one way or the other. We also have print on demand. That's the hardware part, that's the banner, your sticker, and so on. We also have the web design. You design your website, you design websites for your clients, you get paid from it. We have the infographics, that's for business too. We have the UI UX, that's for websites too. We have the motion design.
graphics, as we said.
We have the motion design, that's the animation and stuff, the moving designs.
The packaging design.
Yes, we have the design courses. Yes, these design courses is when you have a course to study, but to make it look entertaining to your customers, you have to design it well. You can put it in pictures, in text, but you have to make it look entertaining for them to engage.
We have album covers.
Yes.
We
We also have album
t-shirt
covers.
designing.
We have business cards and stationery. That's the business card. So thank you for joining. If you are just joining the live, thank you for joining. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We are streaming from Unilorin Tech Hub. Please subscribe to the channel, like, and drop your opinion.
Now,
So for the second part, we are going to be live for the second part later. Thank you for joining our live. We really appreciate. My name is Adedoyin Mukaram Iyola. We really appreciate you for joining.
and I'm in the BC Delight. We thank you for joining. Say bye.
See you in
Till
part
next
two.
time. See you in part 2 when you
See
learn
you in
more.
part 2 of the live.